5, 9, 10. This movie I don't know the title of.
Backcountry.
Backcountry. Adam McDonald's the director of it. I don't know the actors' names.
No, I don't think the actors are important.
So this was a film about camping and a bear.
Yeah.
This is a contemporary reference. What's that movie called? Is it Reverence or Referent?
Referent.
I think. But so what?
This movie came out quite a while ago, so we were late on the review. But that doesn't matter.
It does not matter.
424 Films gets it done.
You get done no matter what. We get it. We're gonna get to every film. Ever. So what did you think, Aaron? What did you think?
I was a bit let down.
I have to say I was too.
Yeah.
I'll tell you why. This movie tried to play on expectation, but not on the expectation of a film goer.
Yeah.
So as if like a person who's used to movies and not in like the way that we are, just anybody that's used to a movie, they'll go into that movie expecting that Irish guy to be around the corner.
Well, that's what I was thinking that.
Yeah, and they would be expecting him, and I think they were sort of trying to get that feel, but they weren't trying to do anything with it. And so I think it misses a lot.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't call this movie a horror. It's more of like...
Scary bears.
Yeah, it's more scary, the thought of being
No,
trapped
it's more
alone in the
gory.
wilderness. Yeah, that bear scene was horrific.
That was bad, yeah.
I'm quite interested to see how it compares to the scene in The Revenant.
Everyone's saying that's raw.
Yo, that was pretty bloody raw.
That was raw. His face was half his face was shredded.
Yeah, you look at the carcass and it's just like his rib
bone.
cage is left.
It's like his pelvis bone.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I don't like seeing those. But so do you think okay, I've got a question to throw out here. Do you think if you're in a situation like this, you'd be scared of spiders as well?
Spiders? No, probably not.
Like if your fiance just got killed by a bear and you had to sleep in the tree, would you be like, spiders up in the tree?
I try not to think about that, or else I'd be like...
I know, so I'd be quite scared of spiders. Another question as well. I forgot it.
Oh dear.
So check out your opinion.
I wish they built a little more tension in it, because it was a bit sort of... I was expecting the guy to come, he never came. Like, there was a bit with the rocks.
They weren't even
the
trying
acorns.
to...
Yeah, I wanted this to be scarier, basically. Like, you know how Blair Witch, you're like...
Yeah, I was very scared in Blair Witch.
Yeah.
I was scared of Blair Witch. I wish I knew my other question now. I'm trying to think.
Well, you try to think.
No, I can't think when you're talking.
Yes,
That's
it was a bit... I just wasn't that scared. I was a little bit tense in some parts. But then when the guy died, it kind of...
I was quite scared, but not in a horror way. I was scared in a... that's
fear of dying?
Yeah, scared of a bear.
Yeah.
Way. And not scared of this movie. Not scared of that bear.
And I
scared
thought
of bear.
it became a bit predictable in some bits. And what was the two scenes I predicted? Those were like, oh, I was going to propose here. And then what was the other bit that I got?
I can't remember. It was before that one, though.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
I was quite proud of myself for getting those.
I know, you're doing it me. I usually do that.
Yeah, me this time.
So, what do you think of the acting
then? It was okay. It's an indie movie. I wasn't expecting great things. It was okay. Didn't say it was bad. I thought that the Irish guy, what was his name?
No, it doesn't matter. Brad.
Yeah, Brad. I thought he was real creepy. And I was like, geez, this guy's a bit sus.
I like Creep a lot more than this.
Oh, Creep is terrifying, actually.
I know. Like both Creep and this movie had Creep, the kill scene and Creep. I don't know how they did it.
Yeah.
First of all, because that was one shot and it was just like there wasn't any cuts or anything. This movie with its cuts, I was getting a little bit. It was trying to be too jarring.
Yeah.
And it wasn't during just 10 scenes. It was during every scene. It was just like, and it'd just be like walking.
Yeah.
And so I think that took away from scenes where it could have been tense, more tense.
Yeah.
What were you about to say?
I like that they didn't resort to the found footage cliche.
I thought
So
they
it
were
was
going
one
to.
of them filming. It was kind of like a person, but then it kind of takes away from the scariness, the isolation, because you know there's like, oh, there's a camera crew, there's a guy got the microphone, there's probably a lighting guy.
I didn't feel that. I felt, usually I would, but in this film it sort of felt like a found footage film. It felt like you're with them, but you had ADHD and you're jumping from angle to angle.
Yeah, I thought they used some obscure angles. There was a lot of looking up at people.
Yeah.
And generally I don't like that. And I don't like the ever not on a tripod.
Oh no!
If it looks jittery, I'm not a big fan of it.
No.
What else did you like about it?
Well, like I said, I liked the bear scene.
That was a good scene.
I liked a lot of it actually. Now that I'm thinking about it, I came out of it and I was like, oh, yeah. But now that I think it's quite actually, there's a lot of things I did like. I liked the acting, especially, and I liked the scenes that felt original, sort of. Does that make sense? Like, it felt like an original movie, but then it just felt like it wasn't really trying to be anything except for a bear scene. I think that's all it wanted to do.
The bear looked real good. I'm not sure. Could that be a real bear?
That was a real bear. Sometimes. I think there was it must have been like
It was a lot of quick cuts, and it could have.
When the bear was in the tent,
Easily.
when the bear popped his head in the tent, that was a taxidermy. Like, that was a dead bear.
But if that was a CGI bear, that was damn impressive.
No,
And same with like the deer and stuff.
No, that was weird. That deer. There was a thing that really scared me because since I was a kid, I've been fucking terrified of bears. But when that bear was chasing her, because it's just like rolling, and it was like not trying to be fast or anything, catchy, but it was really fast. It scared me, and there was no sound in that scene. It was quite good with a soundless movie.
There was a lot of for lack of a better word, cringe-inducing moments where you'd be like, oh, it's real gory.
Okay,
like, there's the bit where he's pulling off his toenail.
Oh, yeah.
Like, ooh, and then there's the bit where she gets cut and her blood's going everywhere.
She puts her hand down, it's like...
And then you see him getting mauled to death, and there's also the bit where she breaks her leg, and you hear that crack sound.
Yes, that's... Oh, and she puts it... She sort of, like, realigns it, and it's like...
So it was very visceral, and I like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't really want to go camping.
I never want to go in the woods ever. I'll get lost.
I don't want to see any bears. Like, I'm fine with probably going camping around New Zealand.
Never in the forest. Could you imagine just walking into the forest and be like, yeah, I'll find my way back into the
bear?
Yeah. No, I couldn't do it. I'd die. I'd get lost.
Okay, what would you give this movie?
I think like a 3.5, 3.5 out of 5.
Yeah, me too. 3.5.
No, 3.5 is the first time we've ever agreed, I think.
Yeah. I was thinking about giving it a 5 out of 5.
Not this time.
Not this time. This is not a 5 out of 5 film.
No.
The only thing stopping that from being a 5 out of 5 film was probably the creepy crawlies in the trees.
No squirrels.
Yeah, raccoons. He saw that bastard. Saw that little bastard. Eating my food. Okay. That's it. That's a good film.
I'd recommend it.